you still thinking about my dick?
Hey guys, how you doing? It's me, Marshall, back here again with another video game. Doesn't seem like anyone gives a shit when I do this, but I'm gonna do it anyways because I fucking want to. I've been back in zombies recently. Some of you may know that I made a video on them a while back. I probably need to redo that one because it was kind of bad.
The future, monsieur.
Betrayal.
This is Telltale Games The Walking Dead. It's the big ass edition where it has like all of the versions, like 400 Days and Michonne and all that stuff. I love this series. I know that it's like the choices aren't actual choices since it always goes down the same road for like everything, but maybe if you really consider it season 4 kinda, but that's only because it's the end. Anyways, that's getting off point. Yeah, I just fucking love this game. I remember starting to play it back in like 2016, which is almost 9 years ago. Holy shit, I'm turning to dust as we speak. I think Joseph Seed visited that place once.
Well, I reckon you didn't do it then.
Does it really matter?
Nah, not much. You know, I've driven a bunch of fellas down to this prison. Lord knows how many. Usually it's about now I get the, I didn't do it.
And what do you say?
I say, yep, I know you didn't.
We got what looks like a 1091E near Peachtree, exit 285. All cars asked to keep on the lookout for 91B in the area.
I followed your case a little bit, you being a Macon boy and all.
You're from Macon, then?
Yep, came up to Atlanta to be a city cop in the 70s. I always wanted to work a murder case, like that senatorial mess you got yourself mixed up in. With all due respect. A real shame, that is. Hell, the whole family used to be regulars at your folks' drugstore right in downtown. Still there?
Sure is.
Good.
Be advised, medical personnel en route to
Any of that seem important to you?
All of it, but that box never shuts up. Sit in this seat and pay too much attention and you'll drive yourself crazy. I got a nephew up at UGA. You teach there long?
Going on my 6th year.
You meet your wife in Athens? You want to know how I see it?
Sure.
Regardless, could be you just married the wrong woman. Other time.
Can I tell you guys something I don't understand? As you heard earlier, Officer Friendly over there got pretty fucked up. Zombies eating him and shit. But if you look at him, he looks pretty intact. I will say, I do love the new lighting, or shading, or whatever the fuck it is, that the Definitive Edition has. It makes everything look so much more like the comics, which had a pretty good style.
Officer?
There she is.
Help! Go get someone! There's been a shooting! Hello? Anybody? Somebody! Yell if you can hear me!
Lee, I don't think that's a good idea. This place is fucking disgusting. Look at it. I know that, like, the apocalypse has just happened, but take some pride in your house. Jesus Christ. It's only been, like, 2 days.
Ah, shit. Hello? I'm not an intruder. Or one of them. These people may need more help than I do.
I want to show you guys something. In this kitchen, I forget where, there is a point where Lee fucks up the lore. Let me see which one it is. One of the things here. He fucks up and says zombie, even though that's not a thing in The Walking Dead. God, it has been like fucking 5 minutes, and I can't find this. Did they get rid of it in the Definitive Edition?
3 new messages. Message 1, left at 5:43 p.m.
Hey, Sandra, this is Diana. We're still in Savannah. Ed had a little incident with some crazy guy near the hotel, so we had to get him back to the ER and have it checked out. Anyway, he's not feeling well enough to drive back tonight, so we're staying an extra day. Thanks so much for looking after Clementine, and I promise we'll be back in time before your spring break.
Message 2, left at 11:19 p.m.
Oh my God, finally. I don't know if you tried to reach us. All the calls are getting dropped. They're not letting us leave and aren't telling us anything about Atlanta. Please, just leave the city and take Clementine with you back to Murrieta. I've got to get back to the hospital. Please let me know that you're safe.
Message 3, left at 6:51 a.m.
Clementine, baby. If you can hear this, call the police. That's 911. We love you. We love you. We love you. Daddy?
Huh? Hello?
You need to be quiet.
Who is this?
I'm Clementine. This is my house.
Hi, Clementine. I'm Lee.
You're not my daddy.
No, I'm not. How old are you?
8.
And you're all alone?
Yes. I don't know where anybody is. How old are you?
I'm, 37.
Okay.
Where are your parents?
They took a trip and left me with Sandra. They're in Savannah, I think. Where the boats are?
Are you safe?
I'm outside in my treehouse. They can't get in.
That's smart.
See? Can you see me? I can see you through the window.
Did you kill it?
Yes.
It's okay. I think she was a monster.
I think so too. You've been all by yourself through this?
Yeah, I want my parents to come home now.
I think that might be a little while, you know?
Oh.
Look, I don't know what happened, but I'll look after you until then.
What should we do now?
So, fun fact about The Walking Dead by Telltale Games. It takes place in the same universe as the comics, not the TV show. It takes place in the same universe as the comics, with good old stump-punching, wife-losing, throat-biting Rick. You even meet Glenn in this very episode. And Lily was supposed to be a member of fucking Woodbury before the events of, you know, that arc. But it was changed. I don't remember why. The character of Lily from Woodbury currently has a run of books going where she's the protagonist. I haven't read it, but I've heard it's good.
It smells like...
Manure.
manure? Like when a horse plops?
Just like that.
I missed my mom and dad.
I bet, Clem.
How far is Savannah?
Pretty far.
Oh, okay.
I love you, baby. Hey, get up.
There he is.
I'm itchy.
Well, you slept in a barn, little lady. Lucky you don't have spiders in your hair. But I bet your daddy scared them all away, huh?
I'm, not her dad. Name's Lee.
I'm Kenny.
Dad, we're in the middle of a fence. There's a tractor and everything.
We better get going, or we won't hear the end of it. That's my boy, Ken Jr. We call him Duck, though.
Dodging or quacking?
Quacking.
Dad!
See? The word is you were on your way to Macon.
My family's from there.
Well, Macon's on the way, and personally, I'd appreciate the company of a guy who can knock a couple of heads together if he has to.
I'll see what the girl would like.
Ah, gotta consult the missus. I understand. Honey, Duck, this is Lee. And, what's the girl's name?
Clementine.
Clementine.
That is a very pretty name.
Thanks.
Well, we should get to work. We've all seen what those things can do out there, so the faster we get this fence up, the better.
I want to build a fence.
Yeah? Well, I need a good foreman. You can sit on the tractor and yell at me whenever I take a water break.
On the tractor? Cool!
Duck and I will hop to it.
So, what do you do when corpses aren't walking around?
She kills herself. I wanna say something while I got time. Show Herschel just completely outclasses Comic Herschel. He was so damn annoying in the comics. He never really got that kind of character redemption, if I recall correctly, that he did in the show. You know how Herschel was kind of an ass in the beginning, and then like he lost some people, and he became better. Yeah, that didn't happen in the comics. In the comics, he just gets fucking shot in the head by the governor after like a few of his children die, and he gives up hope. And I understand, you know, oh, it's a bleak world. It's kind of a waste of a character. You know, as someone who tries to be a writer, I don't know if I succeed at it. As someone who tries to be a writer, seeing a character get wasted by that is just so annoying. Like, spoiler, but Tyrese also dies around the same time in the comic. And it's so frustrating, because he could have done so much more. I hate the George R.R. Martin style of writing where it's, oh, if you get stuck, kill a character. It's fucking dumbass.
It's not the most reliable pickup in the world, but it gets the job done.
Car autists, what does this truck look the most like?
We're a tough family, Lee. Ain't nothing gonna faze us.
You know how to drive it?
Sure don't. I can give you a hell of a critique of the U.S. Farm Bill, though.
I'm good.
Do you guys think Lee got into Civil War history because he's a nerd or because he's black?
You're gonna have to depend on the honesty of strangers if you're gonna make it. And if those same people get to questioning yours, you're gonna be in trouble.
And that's why we always pick Carly.
Well, at least you have the common sense to listen to a man giving you advice.
Goodbye, Herschel. I'm gonna leave your son for dead.
You've got that ride to Macon if you want it. Well, this is as far as we're going.
Then it's far enough.
Look!
Hey there! You friendly? Truck's run out of gas. Fuck!
Why would you ever try to wave anyone down in this situation?
We're trapped! Ah!
We can't take risks like this. And we can't just let people die, either. When I say that door stays shut no matter what, I fucking mean it. We don't know who these people are. They could be dangerous.
Worse, they could have let them right to us.
Where the hell is your humanity? They would have died out there.
We have kids with us.
I see one little girl.
What is it?
I have to pee.
I'd go out there again in a second.
Then just go.
You don't have to be an assly.
Lily.
Those things outside don't care.
Maybe you should go join him then. You'll have something in common. God damn it, Lily. You have to control these people.
She's not wrong. They took a risk.
Yes, we did.
And we appreciate it. Now let's settle down.
Holy shit. Son of a bitch. One of them is bitten.
He wasn't bitten.
Hell, he wasn't. We have to end this now.
Over my dead body.
We'll dig one hole.
No, I'm cleaning him up. There's no bite. He's fine.
Don't you fucking people get it? We've already seen this happen. We let someone with a bite stay in, and we all end up bitten. Shut up. We gotta throw him out, or smash his head in.
Kenny, stop him!
Lee, what do we do about this guy?
Dad, it's just a boy. It's...
Lily, I'll handle
But
this.
your heart, Dad. You need to calm down.
We reason with him.
With the bloody end of an axe handle, maybe. Nobody threatens my boy.
Everyone chill the fuck out! Nobody is doing anything.
Shut up, Lily. And you, shut the fuck up. They will find us, and they will get in here, and none of this will fucking matter. But right now, we're about to be trapped in here with one of those things.
What the hell are you talking about?
He's bitten! That's how you turn!
He's not bitten. Lee, stop this. It's upsetting him.
Oh, I'm upsetting him. Upsetting is getting eaten alive.
Dad, we get it. It's a big deal.
What if this was your daughter?
Never would have happened. She's not some snot-nosed toddler, okay? She's United States Air Force.
Fuck you and her. I'm gonna kill him, Cat. Just worry about Duck.
Lee!
Yeah?
There's someone in there.
It's just locked. Key's behind the counter. Probably.
Hey, I'm not the bad guy here. I'm just looking out for my daughter.
No, you're just the guy arguing for killing a kid.
He's covered in muck. She'll find the bite. Watch.
She won't.
And if she does, the first thing he'll do is sink his teeth into his mom's face. Then, once she's dead, he'll probably pounce on your little girl.
It's a little boy. I think we can handle him.
A little boy? He'll be an uncontrollable man-eater.
It's not gonna happen.
It is.
Why does he?
Tossing him out now.
Why did he kind of sound like?
No, you don't touch that boy.
Why did he kind of sound like Walter from Jeff Dunham's puppet act for a minute there?
A little boy? He'll be an uncontrollable man-eater.
Are you all right? No. What's wrong? I'm cashed. Why? I have no idea. Well, have you ever thought about it being happy? Yeah, what happened? Pissed me off?
Jesus!
Get away from her, you son of a bitch! Man.
You okay?
Just great, thanks.
Guys?
Everybody down. Stay quiet.
They're gonna get in. Shut up.
Is that the military?
I don't know.
Thank God God for whatever it is.
We almost died because of this bitch and her itchy trigger finger. That was stupid. That was...
Dad!
What's wrong with it?
It's his heart.
My pills.
Nitroglycerin pills?
Yes, we're out. We've been trying to get into the pharmacy since we got here. Please try to get in there. Behind the counter where the pills are.
There's probably another entrance. Maybe through the office.
How do you know that's an office?
Educated guess.
It doesn't matter. We need nitroglycerin pills. Please get in there. I'll keep an eye on my dad.
Everyone else should get comfy and look for anything useful. We could be in here a while.
I'm starting to think this drugstore isn't a permanent solution.
You're right. This ain't exactly Fort Knox.
What do you suggest?
We need as much gas as possible so we can all get out of downtown Macon. Fast.
Agreed.
Then I'll head out and get gas. There's a motel not too far from here, out towards the end of Peachtree. I'll work my way towards it and then loop back, siphoning what I can.
You know your way around? Local?
Born and raised.
If you're gonna do that, here's a walkie-talkie if you get in a tight spot. Hopefully, you won't need it.
Cool.
Clementine's got the other one. Check in with her and get back here as soon as you can.
And you? What's your name?
It's Lily. My dad's Larry.
Keep a good eye on him. These boys will work on getting you your medicine.
That's right.
And you keep an eye on that front door. You're our lookout.
It's Doug. You got it.
And I'm Carly.
Okay, Carly. You'll shift in with Doug when he needs it. For now, get some rest. You're a good shot, and I'd like to keep it that way.
You got it, boss.
Now get him those pills.
I really wish the game and the series as a whole gave Lily more chances to develop herself. Because I don't really hate her character. Sure, she's kind of a bitch, but I would be too. And there are moments where she's nice to you. You know, you do something for her and she responds in kind. You could have formed a real friendship with her.
We just need to get back to...
It's not much, but here. For the boy.
Oh, thanks, Lee. He appreciates it.
That's sweet, Lee.
I also wish there was more in line for Larry, because I mean, he's an asshole, but he's got some of the quickest wit of the gang.
It's not much, but here.
You sure?
Yeah. You're under quite a bit of stress.
Thanks. That's, really sweet.
Don't mention it. It's not much, but here you go.
Thank you.
Of course. Here, I've been finding some stuff to eat.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome.
Are you sure your girl doesn't need it?
She's good. I've been trying to keep her fed and watered.
You're a good caretaker.
Thanks.
Doug, my son, my man, he is based on one of the developers, also named Doug. He's a computer guy. He doesn't really get much to do in this game, which really sucks because I like his character. I wish he had more usefulness. Like, two big things that Carly has over Doug is the relationship thing that she can have with Lee, and the usefulness of her getting Lee to confess that he's a killer to the rest of the group.
Hey, Lee. You really gave that old man hell.
Yeah. We got pushed, you know?
You don't have to tell me. I was ready to tear the man's head off. Anyway, we, Kat and I, appreciate your support.
Thank you, Lee.
Are you guys all right?
We're just fine, considering.
How about you, Duck?
We've all been through a lot.
How's Duck doing?
He's okay. It was just a shock.
We're lucky as hell nobody got nabbed on the way in here.
No kidding.
How's she doing?
family's dead, so...
That's awful, Lee.
Yeah, well... She seems to be handling herself all right.
She's just a little girl, Ken.
Lee says she spent days on her own. That takes toughness.
But you have no idea what sort of emotional damage is happening to her every second her family is gone.
What's the plan?
Hang tight, I suppose. Seems pretty dangerous out there, so we ought to wait for things to clear up.
You said your family was from here in Macon?
That's right.
Where are they? Should we go looking for them?
They, own this place. They're, gone.
Oh, sweetie.
Cat.
They were good people. I wasn't around much, but yeah, they're dead.
Lee, you got a second?
Sure.
Back on Herschel's farm.
Yeah.
We didn't even try to save him. That blood is on our hands, you know?
It happened pretty fast.
I guess. But I can't stop seeing him in my head.
We can't kill ourselves over
We killed that boy. We could have saved him together.
We did what we could. Bad things happen. We didn't make a choice that killed Sean. You think you do when you look back on it, but in a moment, when things are really out of control, you don't have any choice.
I guess.
Try to let it go. How's he doing?
I'm not sure I got your name.
It's Lee.
Lily. My dad's Larry. I was just doing what I had to earlier.
Everyone was.
Now his heart's acting up again and I'm powerless to do anything. And that violence before with my dad, that didn't help.
I wasn't violent with him, I just opposed him.
What do you think about all this?
What is there to think? The dead are up, walking around, eating people, and turning them into more of them. I mean, Jesus.
We need to stick together and get through this. You're from here?
I work at Warner Robins, the Air Force Base.
Yeah, I know it. Pilot?
Nah, just mechanical admin stuff. I deal with a bunch of shitheads and bureaucrats all day. Sometimes a plane, if I'm lucky. You?
I work up at UGA. Was anyone here when you guys got here?
No, this place was pretty wrecked. We pulled a couple of bodies out of the office. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Did you know anybody here?
Yeah, the owners, we were close.
I'm sorry. We found an older couple in the office. Dad hauled them out in case they weren't really dead.
What's wrong with him?
He's got a heart condition. He takes nitroglycerin tablets pretty regularly. I've seen a few bad attacks that he couldn't get over and needed to go to the hospital.
Yeah, that's not really an option right now.
I'm just trying to keep him relaxed.
He's got a temper.
Ah, fuck you.
Yeah, he doesn't mean it.
It's just that...
Yeah?
Never mind. I'm sure he's a good guy.
He is. He just has his issues. Where's her mom?
Savannah, I think.
Oh, you guys aren't together.
Oh, no, I'm not her dad. I found her in a house when getting out of Atlanta. She'd been surviving by herself. I think the girl's parents didn't make it.
Oh.
I heard an answering message. They were in Savannah. She was home with a sitter. It wasn't good.
Well, she's lucky to have you. I'm gonna get back to him.
Sounds good.
You know, compare all that dialogue I just had with Lily right now to her in the final season. Like, I like the final season. I think it's pretty cool. But, goddamn, she got nothing in terms of room to grow.
What are you messing around with there?
A radio. I can't get it to work, though.
Here, let me have a look. There are no batteries in this thing.
What now?
You know that there are no batteries in that thing.
Yeah, of course. I mean, yeah. No.
I can try to find some. Needs two.
Thanks. I wouldn't even really know what to look for.
You're a pretty good shot.
Well, you don't fuck with a reporter, especially one that's 3 days out from her last cup of coffee.
You seem to handle yourself pretty well.
Really? I'm a disaster.
I can't tell.
My news editor was eaten about 5 feet away from me, and I would have joined her if it wasn't for that dorky guy on watch over there.
I'm sorry.
She was an asshole, but, you know.
Yeah. That guy saved you?
Yeah, can you believe it? Those creeps, or ghouls, or whatever the hell they are. They were pulling our van apart, and that guy, Doug, just came to the rescue.
You can never tell who the heroic ones are gonna be, I suppose.
He's kinda cute. In that parents' basement sort of way.
Huh?
Huh? Oh, nothing.
How'd you end up here?
We drove up to cover the Cherry Blossom Festival. Real hard-hitting stuff.
Sounds worth it. I better get back to it.
Yep.
Heard or seen anything?
Nothing, luckily. Wanna step outside, have a look around?
I'm not suicidal yet.
No, the gate out there is closed. We can hang out in front of the store and be fine.
Sure, let's go have a look around.
Cool, and we'll keep it down. Don't need to bring them back this way with any unnecessary noises.
Agreed. Jesus.
Think I'm gonna
They just
eat. As far as I can tell, that's all I care about.
And if one gets you,
they eat you. And whatever's left comes back as one of them.
How the fuck?
I think it might be more than a couple days before all this gets sorted out.
Yeah, I think so too. We better keep it down out of here. Look at the one trapped over there.
Better him than us, huh?
Oh shit.
What? Do you know that guy?
He could be a drugstore employee.
So you're saying he might have the pharmacy keys?
I'm saying he might have the pharmacy keys.
I don't know. Could be anybody, you know? They start rotting and get all chewed up and...
Shut up, Doug. Look at the uniform, though. He could have worked at the drugstore and died with keys in his pocket.
It would take a lot of effort to make it safe enough to go out there and see if he has the keys. If we could somehow prove that he worked here, I think it'd be worth it.
I'll see what I can find.
Did you guys know that aliens canonically exist in The Walking Dead? I think this is something that I brought up when I went on a collaboration with my friend Lone Wanderer, and we talked about The Walking Dead, but in order to get the show made, or a comic made, the people at Image Comics said that they wanted an alien story. And a zombie story just wouldn't work, because it would be too boring. So Kirkman pitched it as the zombies are a bioweapon that the aliens are using to weaken up humanity to prepare for an invasion. And they're like, okay, that sounds pretty cool. And then he never got around to the aliens, and Image Comics forgot it because Walking Dead became a pretty big thing. And you know, I understand why people get so up in a fuss over how these zombie apocalypses start, because it seems like they just come out of nowhere. But it's not always that important. People look at Spaceport and they fucking scoff. It's like, ugh. It's like, my brother in Christ, have you heard of shit like the Carrington event? Stuff from space can fuck up humanity. I mean, goddamn, dude, what? Do you want another thing where it's like an unexplained fucking food event? Or divine curse or something? Some people can't be pleased, and it pisses me off. It's one of the best jokes in Shaun of the Dead, that there's like 50 possible explanations as for what could have caused the apocalypse in that movie, and all of them are valid. Personally, Project Zomboid, fantastic game. I did a like 100-day run of it. That video is also kind of ass. Might have to redo it, especially now that Build 42 is out. But they also do the obscure reasoning thing, but it's like heavily implied to be an airborne thing where very few are immune to the airborne strain. And I bet someone's like just fucking red in the face over that. It's like, oh, how dare the plague of people literally coming back from the dead and eating others, how dare it not have a realistic explanation? I'm getting fucking raspy in the vocal cords. And that's pretty bad because I already got some awful vocal fry.
Find anything?
It's a photo of the family who own this place. Might help us track down the keys to the office.
I know who you are. You're Lee Everett. You're a professor at Athens who killed a state senator who was sleeping with your wife. This is your parents' store. Folks around town know the owner's son got himself a life sentence, but I'm a reporter for WABE in Atlanta. I paid attention to that trial. Maybe you're a murderer, but I don't really care. Frankly, that's a skill that might come in handy. Did you tell anyone out there who you were, or that you were tied to this place?
No, I've been sticking to first names for a reason.
You seem like an okay guy, and the last thing we need is drama out there. You've got this little girl to take care of, and look, don't make me wrong on this.
I don't plan to.
Good, because if this lasts longer than a few days, and you're a detriment to the group, then we'd have a problem.
I hear you.
I'll just keep it to myself.
Thanks.
Don't worry about it.
The keys are on that zombie out on the street.
There's one! I fucking knew there was one in this game. Apparently there was two. Get fucked, Walking Dead. I beat you.
Hey there. This is Glenn, and I'm kinda in a jam here. Little girl, if you're there, can you put your daddy on the phone? Or on the talkie or whatever?
This is Lee. What's up?
So, I'm down at that motor inn, and, well, I'm stuck.
Stuck?
Yeah, I saw a chance to get some supplies for the group, and a bunch of the Roman ones got the jump on me. I'm hiding over here, but they won't leave.
What's up?
Glenn's trapped down at the motor inn. Hey, Glenn, we're gonna talk it over and send a group to come get you, all right?
Awesome. I'll sit tight till then.
Sounds good. I'm gonna hold on to this until we get Glenn back, okay? I'll take good care of it.
What do you think?
I think Doug's not great around zombies, and you got your family here. I'll take Carly and her dead eye down to the motor inn, get Glenn, and get back here as fast as I can.
If that's what you want to do.
Somebody's got to.
Yeah, I'm in.
Good. Doesn't sound too bad there right now.
Let me know as soon as you want to head out. I could use a jog. Did you see that?
Sure did. Be ready to shoot.
Guys! Oh, man, I'm glad you're here.
Jesus, Glenn.
All right, that wasn't so hard.
Can we get out of here before any of these things notice us?
Not yet. There's a survivor trapped up there.
No way. We gotta go, now.
Listen, I was out here looking for gas, and then, up there in the corner room, I heard crying coming from inside.
Who is it?
It's a girl. We talked and she got frightened. I was trying to get in and help her, and she started yelling and saying I was bitten. I tried to convince her I wasn't, and that's when all these guys came out of the forest. A couple almost got me, and I ended up hiding in the ice machine.
Lucky you. Now let's go.
We can't just leave her.
Damn right we can't.
You guys are suicidal. Over a girl.
I'm saving her, with or without you.
Think about if it was you.
Fine. Let's go save Glenn's damsel in distress.
Okay, this is the plan. We don't know how hard it's gonna be to get her out of that room.
Yeah, it's boarded up.
So we have to kill every one of them in here. Quietly. Noise attracts these things. Now let's have a look around.
Holy shit, it's Queso.
Rad.
You have a gun.
I will say, I really like the early art style of The Walking Dead over the later art style of The Walking Dead in this game.
End this, and then there's no
Look at the faces. I mean, they're just so much more
Please, I don't
expressive.
want to be one of them. They're satanic. You're a good man.
You know, a lot of people have issue with the lack of actual choice in Telltale games, and I understand that, and I agree with it. But I think it's acceptable with The Walking Dead Season 1. I think it has the most coherent, put-together story out of all of the titles that Telltale releases in this format. I've played Wolf Among Us, I've played all the Season of The Walking Dead Batman Telltale games. And I think this one really does it best. Would I have liked it if there was actual choice? Yeah. But man, maybe it's most likely nostalgia talking, but I just really like the story that they lay out. Especially since it's not cheap like Season 2, or you just don't give a shit like Season 3.
I don't know what happened to Mom and Dad, but I know if you were there, you would have died for them. So, yeah, I'm gonna assume that's what happened.
Did you find them yet?
Give me a second.
Holy crap! Run!
What the fuck, Doug? You just alerted them.
Man, that was close.
But we did it. It's all that matters. I've got the keys.
Great. God, you're amazing. Let's get in there.
Wood.
Doc, come on, baby, time to go.
I'm gonna get the truck pulled up round back!
Do it fast. I I gotta get my dad out of here.
I don't plan on dilly-dallying. Honey, take Duck into the office and barricade the living hell out of the door behind me. Glenn, when you hear me honking in the alley, start getting people out of here.
You got it.
Doug, Carly, and Lee, you guys make sure our defenses stay up till then. And Lee, I better take that axe in case I run into any of them on the way to my truck.
Here you go.
Guys, that door's not locked anymore. Shit! You three, get on it! I'll get back as fast as I can.
Stay away from the windows.
Hey, Lee, if we don't make it through this, you should know that I think you're a great guy.
We will make it through this!
Doug, if we don't make it through this, you should know.
I should know what?
Huh?
You said I should know.
Shit!
Are you sure?
Shit!
Oh, shit! Okay, then. Clementine, can you look for something to stick in between the handles? Something real strong, okay?
Okay.
Clementine, did you find anything?
Nothing. Wait.
The window is screwed.
Go!
I found something.
Carly, your ass should not be in danger, my god. Also, that zombie has the bones in his arm, the torn off one, completely backwards. Like, look at it, it's got the radius and humerus in the upper arm when it should be in the forearm. Sorry, Doug.
Oh my god.
Let's go!
They got Doug. They...
You gotta move. You son of a bitch!
No!
I'm not letting somebody else get eaten today. Especially a good friend.
Man, the cinematics in the first episode are just so good.
Meanwhile, inland, Atlanta's been downgraded temporarily to an 8, with attacks and rioting being reported in all precincts. Citizens are currently advised to stay in their homes or move towards the cities of Charlotte, Atlanta, and Orlando. If citizens choose to stay in their homes, they are urged to be near their radios and await further instructions. Moving to the cities of Charlotte, Atlanta, or Orlando may become necessary in order to
Oh
ensure
man,
the safety of
Clementine.
all citizens.
It was so awesome.
Meanwhile, inland, Atlanta's been downgraded temporarily to an 8, with attacks and rioting being reported in all
And then this
precincts.
one time, Derek and Supergiant
Did you check the glove box?
But Derek had another one of Mega
You never pay attention to where you leave things. Can you just look at it? Everything we own would be lost if I left you alone for 5 minutes. I don't know how hard it is to keep track of things. It's not like I have much to begin with.
Hey, Glenn.
With uncountable severe emergencies in all counties, Georgia's cities and their current level of disaster are as follows. Atlanta, stage 9 catastrophe. Augusta, stage
I think I need to go.
To Atlanta?
Yeah, I got friends there. And I just can't stay here knowing that they could be trapped in that city.
Sounds like nobody knows what's happening there. When we left a few days ago, could have gone either way.
I gotta take my chances.
Can you just look over it? Everything we own would be lost if I left you alone for 5 minutes. I don't know how hard it is to keep track of things. It's not like we have much to begin with. I remember when I packed him up, I said, oh,
Say hi to Rick for me.
Find your friends. Be safe.
Thanks, Lee. That means a lot. I don't mean to abandon you all, but this seems like an okay setup, and I'm sure things will be back to normal around here in no time.
Let's hope.
You guys be safe.
We'll try.
And Lee, you know, if this doesn't get better, people are going to give up. Like the girl from upstairs. Are you just gonna let them? You told Carly to give her the gun.
Yeah, I did.
Maybe you were right. I don't know how to handle something like that. Anyway, see you around.
Hey, Ken.
Close call back there.
Thanks for picking me up.
No problem. We have to take care of each other.
Yeah, we do.
Earlier, I mentioned you gotta ask yourself what you're gonna do if Clementine's parents don't show.
Yeah, you did.
You think that's gonna happen?
Her parents showing up? No, I don't.
Well, I want you to know that I think you've got it in you. I think you can take care of that little girl just fine.
Thanks, Kitty.
You got it.
Some dipshit stranger in the future is gonna disagree with you on that one, but fuck him.
I just wish we both could have made it, you know?
Me too, Connie.
Me too.
Did you check the glove box? I swear I saw it. You never pay attention to where you leave things.
Oh man, check this out. The Jumatron had this minigun on his shoulder. It's all like pow, pow, pow. I thought Super Dinosaur was toast. But you know what? He wasn't. Oh, and then...
Hey, Duck, you want to cool it for a minute?
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, Duck, I don't think Clementine is very interested in Warhammer 40k lore.
No, it's not that. It's... I got grabbed again.
I was there, though.
I fell, and my walkie-talkie broke. Glenn had the other one.
Did you check the glove box?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Thanks. I know I need to be tough. I'm just sad. I know it doesn't make any sense, but it's how I used to talk to my mom and dad. And now they're gone. It's gone.
Maybe we can find you another one.
I'll just keep this one, I guess.
Lee, come here for a second.
Let me go deal with this.
Oh man, Clementine, another thing.
What do you want?
You like my daughter?
She's fine.
Fine, huh? Well, just fuck you, Lee Everett. That's right. I know who you are, and I know you're a killer. And you go near my daughter or step on a line once, so will everyone else. I know who you are. And I don't give a shit about what happens to you. But if anything happens to my daughter or that little girl you've got with you, you watch your ass.
And then he dies next episode. There was so much you could have done with that.
My dad would be dead if it weren't for you.
That guy Doug is dead because of me.
You can't be like that. You're only one man.
I don't know.
We're lucky to have you.
I hope that's the sound of us winning this thing.
Me too.
This motor inn's pretty damn defendable. We block off the entrances with some cars, keep someone on watch. We could stay here until the military rolls through.
I actually agree with that plan.
Me too.
We got beds, we got water, and most importantly, we got light. There are worse places to call home.
Yeah, you're right. You know, guys, I think it's going to be okay.
I thought we'd be fine if we survived the walkers. Never expected they'd starve us out.
And that's the first episode.
I want you to have this, okay? In case you or Clementine starts feeling weak.
You don't know me anything, Carly. How you doing, Clementine?
I'm really hungry, Lee.
We gotta get food, Lee. Soon.
Howdy, I'm Andrew St. John. We're from the St. John Dairy.
It's beautiful.
I never did thank you for saving Duck from the walkers back at Herschel's farm.
Something's coming, Lee. There's gonna be a war.
The walkers don't worry me as much as the bandits.
You fucked with us! Now we're gonna take what we want! There's too many of them!
You never liked my dad. Even back at the drugstore whenever you thought Kenny's kid was bit, you went out of your way to side against him.
This isn't happening!
No more, please! No more, please! Please, please!
Yeah. Look at all them stats. Look at them stats that mean nothing. Because the story doesn't really change. It changes in minor ways. Like Doug or Carly surviving 2 extra episodes. But by and large, you can't really affect how it goes. Which I understand. People like to give Telltale Games hell because they didn't put in actual choices with weight and mattering to them. But you have to consider just how hard that would butterfly things. It's why there's quite a few games where if they have multiple endings, it only really butterflies at the end. Like one game that a lot of people love, New Vegas. It only really starts to butterfly towards the end with Hoover Dam. And even then, you always end up at Hoover Dam. Game that I really like a lot is Call of Duty Black Ops 2. That game has 6 endings. And the story missions are all the same. You know, with the exception of the optional strike missions, which are honestly kind of shit, but if you're a completionist, you have to play them. And the ending is pretty cool because you get to shoot a Chinese guy. Anyways, I understand where people are coming from, and I'm with them. I really do wish that they put more in this game, but I understand why they didn't. There's also like a bunch of writing stuff that ended up not being in. Like there's a joke that Larry only hates Lee because he's racist, but that was actually going to be a plot point, and the devs cut it out because they decided that it wasn't really necessary since the player would already hate Larry because he's a fucking cunt. But if you go on YouTube, you can learn about things like one of the more popular things that got cut out of the game was a nightmare sequence in episode 2 where Lee would imagine the person that he didn't save chastising him for not saving them and saying that he couldn't protect Clementine. There's a lot. One of my personal favorites is in episode 4. The sewer sequence was originally supposed to take place at the opposite angle, and there was like a giant growth on the ceiling of vines that you would be able to see. There's like an interview with one of the level designers where he was talking about how he like spent a month drawing it and was so proud of it, and then the people switched the camera to make a more cinematic view. And it was like, oh damn. One of the things that I think could have been done was perhaps if you choose to get the keys to the pharmacy before saving Glenn, that will lead to Irene being bit. But if you choose to go help out Glenn, that leads to Irene being safe, and it's just like her boyfriend was dead. And then she could join your group. And maybe that would change things in episode 2. You didn't have to keep her alive. Maybe she could have died in episode 2 or 3. But just having a little bit more. I also wish that Larry could have had a chance to survive to at least episode 3. But I understand that they wanted a reason for Lily to have her snap. I just feel like he was wasted potential. He could have been a real Micah Bell of this zombie apocalypse world. Maybe not Micah Bell, because Micah was only really ever out for himself. Fuck, who's a good character that can be compared to him? Merle. Merle, I think, is a good comparison. Also a thing where maybe you could save Doug or Carly faster. If I remember correctly, there's a version of the events where you can fail to save either of them, but I think that's just a game over. I don't know. Kind of wish you could save Sean, but I understand why you can't, because Sean's death is canon. It is indisputable. Because the events of the barn that you saw towards the beginning, as stated earlier, this game is canon to the comics, and in the comics, Sean Green is dead. And he died in the beginning days of the outbreak, and you saw that with the events that took place here. And, it's so simple to just suggest these things. These little quick changes. But I'm not the one who would have to account for how does this affect things 4 episodes later. I'm not the one who has to write the next episode from whatever variables that could have come from last episode. I understand why they chose for this episode to always end the same way, with you ending up in the motel, instead of something where you show up later and the motel group is dead. Carly, all of them, and it's just you and Duck and Katja and Kenny all trying to go down to Florida. I understand why they didn't do that, because, for one, this game came out 7th gen. Average size of game, I believe, was 11 gigabytes, something like that. The resources that would have to be put in with every DLC episode would just be exponential. And on top of that, it would be a massive pain in the ass to write, because you would eventually be writing 15 different stories by episode 4. But man, I really do wish that it could have been more.